Hey everybody, it's Lily from Impossible Things coming at you with one last final project plus a bonus project that we're going to do today. It's going to look similar to this. This is our last project, and then I'll tell you what the bonus project is once we get to it. But what I want you to do is find the piece of ribbon that is in your kit, the paper clip, and then the 3 sheets of tea-stained paper. Actually, it's avocado stained paper. And you're going to need some scissors, a pencil, glue, and I have a cutting thingy, majiggy. I forget what it's called, but a paper cutter. And you're also going to need, there should be a sheet in your kit. It's pretty much all the leftover bits. You should have a leftover sheet of these, and we're going to cut apart this little postcard and this one, and that's going to be the front and the back covers of our journal. And then you have a strip that looks like this. I want you to go ahead and set that aside along with a strip that looks like this. Oops, let me take it. So it's this on one side and this on the other. And I believe it's about a 4-inch strip. We're only going to use a little bit of it, but I want you to find that too. And then whatever other cards you have that you have not used, it's okay if they're all in different sizes. That is quite all right. I have quite a variety here, but just put them all aside, and we're going to use those today. All right, let's get started. So the first step of this project is to take these cards, however they are, I don't know if they were like this or however they are, and cut them apart. They should be about 4 inches by 6 inches. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your tea stain paper, and we're going to take the card, we're going to lay it down for this corner down here, just like that, and we're going to mark right there the top and the side. And then we're going to move this to the mark, line it up along the edge, and do the same thing again. I had it marked wrong. There, just there. And then you're going to take it over here, and you can do either this corner, or what I like to do is I'm going to line it up along the mark that we made down here. I'm going to line that up and make a last little mark right there. We're going to cut these down. So take your paper cutter. Let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I'm just gonna stack them together, and I'm not gonna be fussy about this. If they cut crooked, that's quite all right. We're gonna cut all 3 at once. There's one. Now I'm gonna flip this over on its side. The beauty about this journal is we're going to put in pages that are not all the same size. So, oh, garbage. I think I cut that wrong. Well, that's okay. You know what? We're going to keep this like this. I should have cut that. I should have cut this up here and then cut it there. So don't make the mistake I made. It's all right. Like I said, we're going to put in pages that are not all the same size. And I do want to measure this one. This is actually going to work out better, I think. It was a happy little mistake. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. And we are going to take our birdhouse and the back here. I'm going to flip this one over. That's going to be the back. That's going to be the front. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to cut the rest of these. Oh, I can cut some of these. You know what? I might actually cut these because I want to use some of these as decorations on our bonus project. And then I'm just going to cut the rest of these, and we're going to use them as part of our pages. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I ended up with these. I have these that I miscut. I have these. I'll put that there. These sheets here. All of these sheets. I have my front cover. And then I have all of these other ones that I think these all measure 6 inches tall at the tallest. But these are great. So these are all going to go in here. This one, for example, is a little too long. So I might trim that one down here so that it fits. Let's see where I'm going to trim. I'm going to trim it the same size as a postcard. So right there. That's not trimming too much off of there. And then I have these, and this is all great. We're going to use all of these. So now what you're going to do is you are going to take your front cover, flip it over, and then you're going to sort these in whatever order you want and however you want them. If you want this one to be standing up, it can go standing up. But I think I'm going to, I think I will put that one standing up. This one here. Another sheet of paper. Well, you know what? Let's go with the short pages of paper. And then we'll add this one, and we'll make this one go this way. And it doesn't have to be, they don't have to be right in the center, because we're going to punch 3 holes. So they'll have at least 2 holes each. So however you want to sort them, if you want to move some up to the top, some in the middle, some on the side. I'm going to move this, or just keep sorting, okay? Okay, I've got all of mine. They're stacked on their head, just like this. Okay, and now I'm going to pin them with a binding clip. I'm going to pin them with a binding clip. Actually, I'm going to pin them on the side here. And then if you have a little scrap sheet of paper, what you can do, here's a trick I learned, is mark this to the same size as your cover. Going to slide this through. I'm going to cut it down to the same size as my cover, okay? And you're going to fold it in half. And that's the middle. And then fold it in half again. And when you open it, you have 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. This is where we're going to put our holes. Okay. Now, what you want is you want to make sure that you are at least a 1/4 inch of the way in, so that your holes don't tear off, or your ribbon doesn't tear. Oops, sorry. Your ribbon doesn't tear off the edges there. So I want to play it safe. I'm going to go in a little bit. Yeah, right about there is good. Okay, and then I'm going to mark the other side to the same. I'm doing about a 1/4 inch. Let's see, 1/4 inch from there. It's about right. So when I lay this down here, here's my line. Here's my center. Here's my other line. So I'm going to line this up just like this on those 2 lines. And I'm going to mark a hole there, a hole there, a hole there. Now I'm going to use my crocodile because it's the only hole punch that I have that I think will do a couple of these at a time. And I'm going to try to keep everything stacked. So I'm going to do a little bit at a time. And then I can use one of these as a template, or the top cover as a template to mark the rest of these. Okay. So let's go with the big hole. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take the top here. Oops, can't get that messed up here. I think I might be able to get it all. Let's see. And then I can mark my holes. Let's see if all of this will go in there. Yep. Nope, it's too thick. So we gotta do a little bit at a time. And now I line it up with this. Okay, now that I've got it like all punched, I'm going to take these and I'm going to make sure that all the holes line up. And if I mess them up, then I know I'm going to have to play around with them and get all the holes to line up. All right, there we go. Now, you've got your ribbon. This piece of ribbon is 18 inches long. What I want you to do is I want you to measure out 12 inches either with your ruler or whatever you have and cut it at 12 inches. Cut mine because it had that's where it was sewed. Okay, so all we need is 12 inches. So the next step is we're going to twist this and we're going to feed it through the top hole here. Okay, you're going to have to work it so that it goes through the top hole there. I'm going to put this clip back on the bottom. Okay, and then take the top. And if you have tweezers, that probably would help here. Some tweezers. Take the top, get it through the, or take the ribbon, get it through the bottom hole now. Maybe some tweezers will help a little bit here. Here we go. There we go. Get it even. Okay. Now here's the tricky part. You're gonna have to twist this. Guess if you have a pin or something, you can try to get it through there. But we're gonna get it in through the middle hole now. So you're gonna go one side through the top hole, one side through the bottom hole, and then both of them are gonna go in through the middle. through there. You can probably try to get this wet to see if it'll help. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this off to the side so that I can put this one through there and then see if I can grab it. Yep, there it is. Okay. And there we go. We got them kind of even. One of these is going to go down below the middle. So you got one on this side, one on this side, one on this side. And then you can just tie it in a knot, tie it in a bow, whatever works for you. And there you have it. Okay, there is our little notebook. It's super easy to put together. I can come in here and do pictures or some journaling stuff. I got room for a picture there. I can put pictures on these. I can put pictures on the backs, whatever I want to do. But there's a little journal, and whatever, we're going to use whatever stickers we have left to just decorate the book throughout, okay? Okay, let's get to the bonus project. So you should have like these 2 sheets left, okay? And here's what we're going to do. You're going to pick which side of the sheets you want to use. So I want to use this. This is going to be the top side. We're going to make a hidden paper clip. I guess I should tell you that before we get started, right? So you need to pick the 2 top sides, okay? So I'm going to use these 2. These will be the top. This one, because it's the widest one, I'm going to cut it to about, we're going to do 1.5 inches on this one. Okay, 1.5 inches on this one. So let me get my fabric marker or pencil because I can't see what I'm doing here. I'm going to mark it at 1.5. There's the 1, there's the half. And I'm going to cut it all the way down. And I'll be right back and tell you what to do next. Okay, so we have this piece left, this big piece. Now you could still use this. And if you have no more big pieces left except for this one, this is perfect. What we need to do though is layer. So you need 2 contrasting colors. So figure out what you need to use. So 1.5 pieces, that's actually 1.5 inches here. So this is going to be 1 inch, 1 inch wide. Okay. And again, if you just have that other one, where's my 1 inch? That's my 1 inch right here. If you only got 1 piece left, that's perfectly fine. This will still work. Okay, so this one should be 1 inch. Yep, it's 1 inch. Okay, this is going to be just a small little bit. So I like that. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to fold this one in half. And then you might need to trim again, because I realize sometimes when I trim that my cutter doesn't cut straight. So I'll have to trim that down, and let's see. I'm going to use a small little trimmer and trim it down. There we go. Now it's even. And then we're going to fold this one too. Going to fold this one in half, and you can choose which one you want. And you can use a bone folder, you can just use your fingers. It's fine. Okay. And this one is going to layer on the top, just like this. But we got to trim this one down just a little bit here. Okay. So just kind of eyeball it. I'm cutting off maybe a 1/4 inch. Okay, so that when it sits like this. It's going to be shorter than your background, okay? Now I do have a corner rounder here that I'm going to use, and I'm going to round out the corners on both of these pieces because I always find that it makes them look much neater. And what I'm rounding out is the open side, that open side, not the top, obviously. There we go. Okay, so now, see that? That's going to sit right there. Now, this is going to be the tricky part, is we're going to need to glue these down. But before we do that, take your paper clip that's in your kit and put it right in the center, right about, and sticking up a little bit. Just sticking up just a little bit, okay? And it's going to go in the center, and then I'm going to overlay this where my paper clip is, and I'm going to take either my scissors or an X-Acto knife, and I'm going to make just a small slit in the center. You don't want to slice it from top to bottom because obviously you'll slice that in half. You just want to make an opening because this is going to go on the top. The paper clip is going to go through here, and then we're going to glue this down. Okay, so again, eyeball it really well. Make sure everything is centered and that you still have a little piece left poking out of the paper clip. Once you get it to where you want it, we're going to take glue and we are going to glue the heck out of this. So it's right there. I'm going to push this down as good as I can get it and centered. It's a tricky part. Sometimes it moves. Once you have it, glue it down and hold it down. You might have to hold it down for a minute or so to keep it glued down. Okay, that's one side. Now let's do the other side. And there's your hidden paper clip. Now, we're going to take that 4 inches left of our ribbon, and here's what you do. You fold it in half, and you push it through that little part of the paper clip that's peeking out. Push it through there, not all the way. Open it up, shove the 2 ends, and then pull it down. Or up, I should say. And there you have it. Now you can take one of your tiny little pieces of ephemera that you still have and cut it down. You could put Warm My Heart. You know what? We're going to do this. We're going to cut around it. So I'm going to go decorate my journal, and then I will come back and give you a final walkthrough. So this is my finished product. This is the little journal. All I did was I took one of those little cut aparts and I put it on some leftover of this paper. And so I made 2 layers and I glued it on there. On the inside, I used whatever's left of my stickers to decorate. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, this book works great if you score this little edge right here. So what I did is I just took my ruler, I lined it up where I want the score, and then take a bone folder and just press down on it. And then when you open it, you will be able to fold it back. And some of those pages, you can do this to all of them. But anyways, here is my booklet. I got my page there. Right here, I took another one of the cut apart, some stickers, and then I had the little tiny cut aparts here, and I made a pocket. So I just glued down these 3 sides here so that this slips in and out of there. This is the same. It's one of those tiny little cut aparts that I only glued down the 3 sides, turned it into a little pocket, added a sticker. Same here, but this one I only glued down the left and the bottom side, added a sticker, and this now holds that. Some sticker fun. One of the cut aparts had a little like a picture of a binder clip, so I cut that out. And I only applied glue to half of it so that the bottom half doesn't have glue. You can take a little card and just slip it under there and it'll hold it. Sticker. This is another one another little pocket from one of the cut aparts and a sticker. And again, there was another binder clip, so I just glued down about half of it, and now I can slip that under there. Oops. More stickers. Just use your stickers throughout. And then this one it's a marshmallow world, and this one has those beautiful skate stickers. Of course, I probably could have put it on the back cover too. But that's that. The hidden paper clip, there it is, turned out like this. This is my front side. I have "You Warm My Heart," and this is sticking out a little bit here, so I'm just going to trim that up right there so it doesn't come off. And then the back side has just some stickers and stuff. And how this works is if you have couple of sheets or whatever, you can use this on your other journal or in your scrapbook. You just slide that down and it holds your page for you. And that's it. I mean, you could use it here. You can also make a smaller version of this so that you can slip it in between the pages here and you'll know where you're at. There it is. So I hope you like these projects. Lisa and I sure had fun making them, and we look forward to having another kit for you soon. Bye.